Coming up on Look Today, well, the Hudson Falls community came together this past weekend to raise money for the Legs for Ron fundraiser. I've got details. And 4 charity organizations work together to help raise awareness and money at Browns Beach in Saratoga. More on that coming up. And volunteer firefighters respond to a mobile home fire this morning. I've got those details. And it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. On tonight's program, I sit down with the Queensbury and Bay Ridge Volunteer Fire Departments. They're here to talk about their open house and their mission to recruit more volunteers. And I also sit down with Tonya Pellegrini. Now she's here to talk about the upcoming K-Lavoie 5K run on May 14. Plus, we have your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, we've got these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Hudson Falls community rallied on Sunday to help raise money for Ron Sturgis. Now, Ron spent his whole life playing music in the upstate region. So when he lost both his legs, the community decided to help raise money for prosthetics. Now, the Legs for Ron campaign took place Sunday at the American Legion in Hudson Falls. Ron performed music regularly for years at the Little Theater in Fort Edward, where he specialized as an Elvis tribute act. Now, he was also in a popular band called Country Magic. Fellow musicians from the theater performed at the benefit. Well, now Ron suffers from peripheral vascular disease, which prevents feeling in his limbs. Now, when Ron underwent surgery to remove his legs, he had to sell a lot of his guitars and music equipment to afford the new legs. Well, this fundraiser helped pay for new and more efficient legs. We spoke to him at the event.
We got up enough money to give them a down payment, and so they let me have the new prosthetics. I have them on now, but they have to be paid for yet. We still owe them over $3,100.
Yeah, go Ron. Okay, in other news, well, 4 charity organizations came together this past weekend to help raise awareness for cancer, as well as compete to raise money. The event was held at Browns Beach at Saratoga Lake. Now, this second annual fundraiser included multiple organizations to help raise more awareness for cancer. Well, we spoke to the event coordinator, Jay Larkin, about the second annual campaign.
This is actually our second annual. Last year it was exclusively the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. This year we decided to make it a little more competitive. We've included 4 charities, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, LLS Again, the Alzheimer's Association, and the Stillwater Alumni Association, Athletic Association.
Well, switching from news to weather. No complaints, by the way, about the weather. Today was another beautiful day with highs in the low 70s. So let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Well, both the Bay Ridge and Queensbury Volunteer Fire Departments responded to a mobile home that was on fire this morning in Queensbury. Now, no one was hurt, and the cause of the fire is yet to be determined. On Friday, we had the honor of interviewing both these departments about their search for more volunteers. Now, they're looking for more people to volunteer to carry out the valuable services and work that they do in the community. Now, that interview will air again tonight. You don't want to miss it. In other news, well, the Glens Falls Rotary Club held that 5K run over the weekend. The proceeds, this year's fundraiser, went to the Greater Glens Falls Senior Center. Now, around 390 people either ran or walked in the event, and the event raised around $16,000. Well, the annual race started at SUNY Adirondack, and the route took the runners through Queensbury and Glens Falls. And we spoke to race director Jim Goodspeed about the race.
We've got a lot of runners, we've got some walkers. We're stressing health and wellness and getting the message out how good it is to walk or run.
Congratulations, Jim. Okay, up next, I sit down with the Queensbury and Bay Ridge Volunteer Fire Departments to talk about the open house and their mission to recruit more volunteers. Plus, I also sit down with Tanya Pellegrini, and she's here to talk about the upcoming Kay Lavoie 5K run on May 14. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Please give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.